Hello students, your instructor here again, John Manila with another screencast, this one part of the study guide for Adobe Illustrator. And we're just going to go through a few things here real quickly. Align panel. So the Align panel is, I can access it from Window, Align, and it's right over here now. If I want to align these all to the left side, I can just take this, and I can, let's say I move them around here like this, select all of them by drag selecting, or by clicking and then holding Shift and clicking the other ones, and align them to the left side like this. I can align them centered on each other. I can align them concentrically on each other like this. Okay, so now if I send this one object arrange send back, you can see that they're all aligned in the middle of each other just like so. I can do other things if I want them to be evenly spaced out. Let's say I align them like this, but then I want the space between them to be even. I can click on this one, and you can see now it's a little bit of space there. It's the same little bit of space as it is there. So a number of different ways that I can align my objects using the Align panel. If I were to file save this document right now, I can see that it's .ai. That is the default file format for Adobe Illustrator documents. You can see it says Adobe Illustrator .ai. There are other different kinds, but AI is the default. And Illustrator is a vector graphics creation application. It's for creating graphics and logos and other sharp-edged things, and it gives them full scalability. So if I take this and I make it really small, or if I make it really, really big, I won't lose any sharpness. It's evidenced by if I use my zoom tool, which is the magnifying glass, down at the very bottom of the tools panel. You can see it highlighted there. I can zoom in and see that there's absolutely no loss of sharpness. Okay, everything is crisp and mathematical. So again, the zoom tool is right there. Another thing I can do besides doing that, if I'm on a Mac and I hold Command minus, if I'm on a PC and I hold Control minus, I can zoom out incrementally. Or if I hit the plus sign, I can zoom in. And if I hit Control 0 or Command 0, actually it's a shortcut to zoom me to see the whole page fit at once. This is off the page, but you get the idea. So that's that. Now let's say I took all these and I grouped them together. Object, group. And now I want to edit just one of them. I can use my white arrow with the direct selection tool and click on just this shape, for example. And I can change the color of it. You know, I can manipulate the corners of it. Again, they're all still grouped together. So even though they're kind of weird looking right now, they're all still fully grouped together. Like this. I can move it even. If I want to grab this one, I just use a white arrow tool and click and make this yellow. So that's what the direct selection tool allows me to do. Where the regular selection tool, the black arrow, I move and manipulate the whole group at once, like so. If I want to have a guide set up, so let's say I had a piece of text here. I'm going to call this my logo, like so. And I made this really big, and I wanted to align it up here. And I just wanted to eyeball it. I didn't need mathematical. What I could do is go to View, Rulers, show the rulers, and then I can drag a guide from the ruler. Just use my black arrow, just drag a guide from the ruler to there. And now, what I'll notice if I zoom in, I can see that it's created this guide here. Hold on a sec. There we go. Instead of a preference, instead of dots, it's actual line. I can move this over. It's like that, so it hits the guide, and move this over so that it hits the guide, just like so. And that's what guides are for, lining things up kind of by eye, not just by using the alignment tools. The pen tool, it allows me to do all kinds of things. I can create any kind of shape that I want with the pen tool. I can also, if I hold down on the pen tool, I can get add anchor points, so I can do stuff like this, and now I can grab my white arrow, move it like this or like this. I can also, if I don't want an anchor point, I can delete one, let's say this one right there, like so. So the pen tool gives me a lot of capabilities. Now the transform panel is the last thing we'll talk about here. And in this case, I'm going to object ungroup all of this and that as well. I'm going to focus on just this one shape. If I click on it and I go to the transform panel, again, if I don't see that, I just go to Window, Transform. I can see the X and Y coordinates, so where it is on the page itself. And I can actually just type in here and manipulate this if I want it to be exactly 2 and exactly 6. And move it that way. I can see the width and the height, and right now they're linked together. So, you know, if I set this one to, let's say, 4, this will go with it. Alright, or I can unlink and adjust just one measurement at a time like that. And I can also rotate it and shear it like this.